Good afternoon. My name is Levitt Brown. I am the athletic director at Kemah Public Charter High School. Today, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to present to you our 2017-2018 athletic budget for our proposed transportation costs for both our boys and girls basketball programs. This will be for both the levels of JV and varsity. This budget, or proposed budget, is created with the mission in mind of Kemah Public Charter High School and the DC Public High Schools. It is also created with the goal of making sure that we make available equal opportunities to both the boys and the girls programs. With that said, let's get started. For the 2017-2018 proposed Kemah transportation budget, which, by the way, does not include the playoff costs for the transportation. Playoff costs are normally covered by the door receipts and concessions. Additionally, we wouldn't be able to know that cost unless we were made the playoffs. The proposed budget contains four line items. One is the airfare for the tournament that is played in Coral Springs, Florida annually. Also, the van transportation costs during that tournament, the fuel costs for that tournament, and then also we have listed as one of the line items the contract transportation for the away games that we play here at home. Again, there are four line items. The total allocated cost for our transportation costs is $15,180, with our biggest line item being the airfare, and our smallest being the fuel during that tournament. The first line item that we're going to discuss is the airfare tournament cost for the tournament to Coral Springs, Florida. The cost is $325 per plane ticket, and that accounts for 30 student athletes and coaches, which would be 12 student athletes and 3 coaches per team, which would be for the boys and the girls. So the cost would be for the boys 15 times $325 per plane ticket, which comes up to $4,875. For the girls programs, it would be also 15, which would be times 325, which would be 12 of girls on the team and 3 coaches. And that also would be add up to $4,875, with the total cost of $9,750 for the airfare tournament cost. Next, I'd like to discuss the van transportation rental costs during the tournament. We will be renting 3 vans. Each van will cost $100 per day, which would come up to about $300 per day. The cost is split between both the girls and the boys programs. At 5 days times $150, which would come up to approximately $750 for both the boys and $750 for both the girls, with the total van cost during the tournament of $1,500. The next cost that we'll be discussing is the fuel cost for the tournament, the fuel used in the vans during the tournament for the 5 days. This is an estimate. What we looked at is what we have done annually or in previous trips to this annual tournament. And basically, we've done 3 fields at $70 per field, which is approximately $210. That cost is also split between the girls and the boys programs. The girls will take the cost of $105, and the boys will take a cost of $105 for fuel. The total cost for field will be $210 for this tournament. And last, the final line item, the contract transportation costs for our travel away games. What we have during the season is a 24 game schedule. 12 of those games are away, with 9 being conference games and 3 being non conference games. We have a contract with the bus service company, in which they charge us $150 per event. For the girls, there are 12 events, which would be 12 times $150, which would be $800 for their services for their away games. For the boys, it's the same. We do 12 away games for the boys as well, and that their cost would be 12 times $150 as well, with the cost of $1,800. Now, take into consideration that this travel is for both the varsity and JV levels. So the bus service is there until both games are completed. The reason why we must pay for bus service is because we are responsible for those children, for those student athletes to and from the game. We do not provide transportation from home, from practice to home, or from the game site to the home. The students must come back to the school where their parents normally pick them up. The total cost for our contract is $3,600 for contract transportation for the cost of away games. I am now open for questions.
Again, I would like to thank the Board of Directors for listening to our proposed 2017-2018 athletic budget for transportation costs for both our boys and girls basketball programs. We look forward to working with you this year, and we hope to be successful, and we thank you for your support.